Hey Ignite Fitness family, welcome back to our March challenge. Today we're going to do our first exclusive core workout for our March challenge. So we'll be on the mat for the entirety of our workout. No equipment needed, we are going to work that core. This is going to be a little bit more of an intense core workout, so if at any time you need to use a modifier, please feel free to use that. At any time you just need to take a split-second break, you can absolutely do that. We're going to do our rounds twice, and they're about 30 seconds each with a 15-second rest in there. So I will try and get to my explanations as quick as possible. I'm going to demo the first move before I start the timer. So make sure your body's nice and warm, okay? We're going to go into a low plank. So that means on our elbows, our forearms here. And we're going into a low plank. You know what? My mat is so slippery, so I'm just going to pour a little bit of water on there so I don't go flying all over the place here while I'm trying to teach you guys. Alright, so I'm going to put my hands down, my forearms on the mat. I'm going to walk my knees in to a bear position and out, alternating the leg, okay? If at any point you just need to drop down to your knees and hold this low plank position from your knees, you can absolutely do that. Okay, let's start it. We got 3, 2, 1. So in that low plank position, bringing those knees into bear, stepping it back, and we're just gonna alternate. It's only 30 seconds, guys. I know it's gonna feel like a challenge, but it's okay. You've got this, we've got this. In it together. Step it back, in and back. Now this is a controlled, slow movement. You don't have to rush it. Take your time. In, out, out. Drop to the knees and breathe. Shake out those hands. Take a second to give your arms a break. We're gonna go into knee taps this time. So back into that low plank position. Again, your modifier is just holding the plank or dropping it to your knees. This time we're just tapping each knee down to the mat. Now I do not want you to look down at your knees here, guys. Keep that gaze out in front, okay? Tap that knee down, hold that core tight. But I do not want you looking down at your toes. Gaze out in front. Nice neutral spine, strong shoulders, strong core, nice flat line. Keep going. Almost through this one. Beautiful. Shake it out. Okay. We've got on our bums, elbow to knee crosses. 3, 2, 1. So hands up by the ear. We're just leaning back, taking the elbow to the knee. If you find that it's too hard, drop the hands to the mat and just crunch that knee in. That's your modifier. But give it a go, okay? Give it a go. Our core is so important, guys. We use it in absolutely everything we do. So we need to strengthen it. Keep going. We got less than 6 seconds. Keep pushing. Hold that core. And rest. That one burns. It's fabulous though. Onto our back. We're going to come up, lifting our chin. We're just going to tuck our knees in and out. Your modifier here is if you can't keep that chin up and those shoulders lifted, you just drop your neck down. And again, keeping that crunch. You really want to make sure that your low back is pressed to the ground. If you feel like you can handle it, you can take your arms out. Use your breath. Stay in control. Almost there. Beautiful. Laying down on your back. One of my favorite moves, dead bug. So we're going to take our knees and hands up, and we're going to alternate dropping one leg at a time. Here we go. 2, 1. So slowly lowering and just tapping that foot on the ground and lifting back up to that 90-degree lift here on that knee. Keep the lower back pressed into the ground. And how do you do that? You got to squeeze that core. You got to make it work. Squeeze it on up. Squeeze. Good job, guys. Keep going. Beautiful. Staying on the mat. We're going to take our legs up. We're going to go into a rope climb. So it's going to look like this. We are going to envision that there is a rope
in between our feet, and we're just gonna climb up and reach for it. So alternating the reach, pulling your upper body with that core. So again, it's not rushed, it's not ballistic movement, it's controlled. And envision that rope. Grab it and pull its resistance. That's the power of the mind, guys. Find that rope. Use the resistance of that rope to pull yourself up and work that core. Working those obliques, those six-pack muscles here. Beautiful. Rest it down. We're gonna flip onto our sides and we're gonna go into a nice side plank hold. So here's your modifier. You're just gonna come up on your side knee, or if you feel like you're ready, come on up, full side plank. Doing amazing, guys. Hold that core nice and tight, nice and strong. Squeeze it, squeeze it, squeeze it. Doing amazing. And rest it down. Flipping it on over to the other side. Either in your modifier or in your full side plank. We got 3, 2, 1. Squeeze it on up. And you really want to press that hip up towards the sky. So we're engaging these nice oblique muscles here. One that cinches your waist, your corset muscles. Halfway through this one already. Doing amazing, guys. Hold it on up. Slow and controlled breath. Stay with me. 3, 2, 1, and lower it down. Good job, guys. Let's come on down onto our back. We're gonna go into some bicycles. 3, 2, 1. Hands by the ears, and we're just gonna alternate biking through. Similar to some of the moves we've already done, but I really like to work that core when we're working in that twisting motion. Beautiful. Rest it down. I want you to take your hands and knees back up into that dead bug. This time, I just want you to hold it. Okay, so we're gonna really squeeze that core, push that lower back into the ground, and just hold here for 30 seconds. If you can flex your feet, for me, that would be perfect. Hold those arms nice and strong. Squeeze that core. Each time you exhale, squeeze the core and feel that low back push into the mat. Just want you to experiment feeling that strength as you push yourself into the mat. You really rely on that core, right? We need that strong core. It protects our back. It's so crucial. Drop it down. Taking the hands actually above the head this time. We're gonna go into a bit of an accordion crunch. So we're just bringing the hands and knees together, releasing them down, all the way up, together. Let's go. So squeeze it on up, trying to get those shoulders as high off the mat as you can. Give me a little hang time at the top. So we're just really engaging that core. Beautiful. Squeeze it on up and down. Squeeze it up and down. Well done, guys. Keep going. Give it everything you got. Beautiful. Rest it down. All right, guys, grab your sip of water. We're going to take it back from the top again. Have a little rest here. Okay, guys, hopefully you've had your sip of water and you're ready for round 2. Everyone kind of get into position. I'm going to restart our timer here. We're going to go into that forearm bear walk. Here we go. So we're taking our knee in, tapping it out, out. Nice strong core here. Hold those tummy muscles tight. If you need to hold in the modifier, either just a low plank hold from your toes or from your knees. Either one is fine. Wherever you're at today, guys, is totally fine. This is our first time going through an all core workout. So be gentle on yourself, okay? It takes time to build core strength. Beautiful. Drop to the knees. Shake those shoulders out. We're gonna go back onto our forearms and we're just tapping, alternating our knees, tapping to the mat, okay? Again, your modifier here is just to hold in that low plank position. So we're just tapping one knee and lifting. And each time we lift, squeeze that back glute. Engage that. That's gonna help keep our core strong and our back flat. Use your breath. And again, guys, don't look down at the floor. Look out in front of your mat. Almost there. Keep pushing. I know it's hard. Beautiful. Shake them out. Flipping onto our booty. We got those knees to elbows. So remember, your modifier is just here. Squeezing them in. Otherwise, we're crossing and making those abs burn. Hands just behind the head, guys, not behind the neck. Squeeze those abs tight. This move is working every part of our abdominal muscles. It's really gonna make it work. We're over halfway. Squeeze that tummy. Almost there. Well done, guys. I'm gonna grab a quick sip of water before we lay down on our mat. We have got that hollow hold crunch. So again, we're taking our knees up and we're just bringing them out and in, pressing that low back into the mat. And if you want the extra challenge to take your hands up above yourself, it's okay if you have to take your legs up here as well. That's gonna take some of that pressure off the low back. But you only take them as low as you can, keeping that low back pressed into the mat. Use your breath. Beautiful. Drop it down. Coming in to our dead bug with the knee drop. So we're just gonna, again, alternating, tapping that foot to the mat. Let's go. Tap and lift. So finding all that focused energy in that core, pressing that low back into the mat. This is such an amazing move for your abdominals. It's a great beginner move, but it's also so good for advanced practitioners. It's so good. It protects the lower back. It's gentle, but it works everything. Good job, guys. What do we got next? Let's take our feet back up. We got that rope climb. So take your second, visualize the rope in between your feet, and get ready to climb. 3, 2, 1. So we're just reaching up for that rope, alternating between the hands, squeezing with those abs, exhaling, nice strong breath, and climbing that rope. Good job, guys. Keep going. You're doing amazing. Well done. Relax it down a little bit. We're going to go into that side plank hold. So from either your knee or going up right onto the feet, get ready to work those obliques. 3, 2, 1. Press those hips towards the sky, kind of creating almost like a little archway in here. Driving into that forearm, squeezing everything up. And I want you to envision that your hips, both the hip bones, are pointing towards the opposite wall from you. So we're not rocking this way, we're holding everything underneath ourselves. Keep going, guys. We got less than 10 seconds on this side. Breathe into it. Beautiful. Lower down. Flip onto the other side. I'm gonna have a quick sip of water. Alrighty. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. So pressing into it, squeezing everything tight. Again, visualizing both those hip bones pointing towards the opposite wall from you. Everything's in a nice long line. And if you are coming from your knees, similar movement. Just keeping them pressed out. Squeeze it up, squeeze it up. We got less than 10 seconds. Come on. You're doing amazing. Keep squeezing, keep squeezing. And lower it down. Well done, guys. Flip it back onto your booty for those bicycle crunches. All right, lowering it down. Hands behind the head or by the ears. We're just crossing knee to elbow. Extending that leg. Going at your own pace here. You can speed them up, you can slow them down. Whatever it takes to get through this 30 seconds. Use that breath and keep that low back pressed into the mat. Building a nice, strong, stable core. Beautiful. We're going back into our dead bug hold this time. So knees up, pressing that low back into the mat, flexing your feet, taking your hands up, and let's hold. On each exhale, squeeze that core. Squeeze the entire pelvic floor. Okay, take this time to squeeze everything. Squeeze the inner thighs. You can make everything work here. Squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core. With that whole pelvic floor area. It's so great for women. Last move, ladies. One more to go. And gentlemen. I shouldn't be saying ladies all the time. Gentlemen. Anybody who's here. Folks, let's go. Take those arms above the head. Accordion crunch. Let's go. And tap. Bringing those shoulder blades off the mat. Controlled movement. Use that core. Engage it. Squeeze it. Get to know it. Get to know what it feels like to have those muscles engage and pull you up. Give me one more just for fun. And now take the hands and feet out in a nice good morning stretch and just release everything. Well done, guys. Roll on up.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope your bellies feel nice and strong. After a core exercise, you don't need to do too much stretching. If you feel a little bit tight in your side body, you can definitely just do some lateral side bends later in the day. Otherwise, drink lots of water. Go for a little bit of a walk today if you have the extra time. It'll make you feel fabulous. Have an awesome day, guys. Don't forget to click subscribe.